In the cool of the early morning, Jesus led Peter, James, and John up a steep, winding path to a high mountain, a place set apart from the bustle of the world below. The air was crisp, and the disciples, though wary, followed their master with a sense of expectancy. Upon reaching the summit, a remarkable transformation occurred. Jesus' face, usually marked with the gentle compassion of a teacher and healer, shone like the sun in its midday glory. His clothes became dazzling white, radiating a light that seemed to come from a source within. The disciples, struck with awe, could scarcely believe their eyes. As they watched, two figures appeared beside Jesus: Moses, the great lawgiver, and Elijah, the fiery prophet. They were talking with Jesus, their presence linking the past with the present, the law and the prophet with the Messiah. Peter, ever impulsive, exclaimed, "Lord, it is good for us to be here. Let us build 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He wanted to capture and prolong this miraculous moment. But before he could say more, a bright cloud enveloped them and a voice thundered from heaven. "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear him." The disciples fell to the ground, overcome by fear. Then, a gentle touch. Jesus stood beside them, his appearance returned to normal. "Get up," he said softly, "and do not be afraid." When they looked up, Moses and Elijah had vanished. Only Jesus remained. As they descended the mountain, Jesus instructed them, "Tell no one about this vision until the Son of Man has risen from the dead." The disciples, still reeling from this experience, pondered what this rising from the dead might mean. Back among the people, a desperate father approached Jesus, pleading for his epileptic son. The disciples had tried and failed to heal him. Jesus, expressing frustration at the faithlessness around him, commanded the demon to leave the boy, and he was healed instantly. The disciples, puzzled by their failure, asked Jesus privately why they could not cast the demon out. Jesus replied that such power required faith, even as small as a mustard seed, and some demons could only be driven out through prayer and fasting. As they journeyed through Galilee, Jesus spoke again of his impending betrayal and death, leaving the disciples filled with sorrow and confusion. Finally, in Capernaum, Peter was confronted about the temple tax. Jesus, knowing Peter's thoughts, used this moment to teach about the freedom of God's children, yet he instructed Peter to catch a fish containing a coin, to pay the tax for both of them, demonstrating a respect for the obligations while subtly affirming his divine sonship. In each moment, from the mountaintop to the mundane, Jesus revealed aspects of his divine mission, intertwining the miraculous with the everyday, the heavenly with the earthly, leading his followers ever closer to understanding the fullness of who he was.